YouTube, man. What's up? What's good, man? This is your guy, Manny, and you're listening to this is the Talking Sports with Manny YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe, please share, please comment. For those of you guys that don't know, I do have a podcast, the Back Row Redskins Show. I'm on all podcast forums. Just go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. Got some great things coming. But I wanted to come on here and talk about the schedule. I know I'm late to the party. Everybody has done their schedule predictions, their game predictions, but it's okay. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the schedule. This is not going to be a long stream. I promise you that it's going to be short and straight to the point. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to get this thing on and popping. If you're tuning in, say what's up in the comments, say what's up in the chat. Let's get this thing on and popping. So the preseason schedule has been announced as well. You got the Patriots week 1, you got the Bengals week 2, then you have the Ravens in week 3. What the NFL has decided to do with the preseason is to cut it down from 4 games to 3 games. What up, Hawk, man? What it do, man? It says, you ain't late, Manny. You're right on time, man. Oh, man, I got my guy, Sanchez, on the warpath. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel, man. My very good friend. So, guys, man, just want to, get on here, talk about the schedule. Like the rookie mini camps have come and gone. We got lots of good things from it. Um, Day one of the rookie mini camp, our guy, Simmons Reyes, looked good. He was, catching the ball. What up, Roger, man? What's good with you? He was catching the ball. He looked good. But in day two, he couldn't. He couldn't block to save his life. So Simmons Reyes is still way, way behind in terms of his progression as an NFL player. But the good thing is, a lot of these guys that we have, a lot of these rookies that we have are going to need these preseason games. Okay. When you look at the Patriots, you can't really, there's not much that you can say about the preseason. Week 1, we don't even know if our starters are even going to play. I would love to see what our defense looks like versus a Cam Newton. Let's see how we contain a mobile quarterback, right? Those are things I would look at in week 1. But I don't know if the starters are going to play or not. Then you look at the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, I'm hoping that Joe Burrow plays so that way we can see what our defense looks like versus a good, young, up and coming quarterback, one that's more in the pocket, right? Then you look at the Ravens, week 3. I know for a fact that Lamar Jackson is going to play, and that gives us a whole nother test, especially even if he plays one quarter or whether it's a half. We want to see what our defense looks like versus Lamar Jackson this year having an improved defense. Last year, Lamar Jackson was just gashing us, right? He made us look silly. So this year, having a Lamar Jackson and us having an improved defense, I want to see, okay, what does Bobby McCain look like? What does William Jackson III look like? Is he as advertised? Jamin Davis can't. What is his attributes when it comes to defending a mobile quarterback, especially one of the caliber of Lamar Jackson? I think Lamar Jackson is the best running quarterback in the NFL. I'm not saying that he's the best quarterback. We all know that he's more running back than quarterback, but that's just a whole other topic. But yeah, I definitely want to see how we match up versus some of the better quarterbacks. So what this preseason gives us is 3 good quarterbacks. Well, you can throw Cam in there as a good quarterback, but you know what I mean. It's going to be a test for our defense. Now, on the offensive side, let's not get it twisted. New England does have a good defense, but like I said, preseason, we don't really know how much of playing time people are going to get. Let's see what Roger Smith said. Roger says, we face 9 above average quarterbacks, and that's a daunting task. Our offensive play calling will be key. Yes, we have we have to help the defense. Yes. Look, we play some pretty good quarterbacks this year, and I'm about to get into the schedule. The schedule is tough, but you know what? Us Washington fans, we talk so much about how great our defense is and this and that, right? Now it's time to prove it. If the defense is so good, we're going to have to show up. So we start off week 1 versus the Los Angeles Chargers. And let me tell you what I like and what I don't like about this game. What I don't like about this game is that this game is not in LA. This game should have been in LA, but it's okay. The game is going to be in Washington. And, you know, Justin Herbert, he's a good quarterback. There's going to be that that whole scenario. Should we have drafted Herbert over Chase Young? No, we made the right decision. We made the right choice. My little boy believes the same. That's why he's pointing at y'all and he's telling y'all that he believes that we made the right choice. But so when playing Justin Herbert, right? He got weapons. You know, you got Keenan Allen out there. You got Mike Williams, even though he's been very underwhelming. That's going to be a tough game. I see us winning that game. It's a game that we have to win. I know that it's hard to say a must-win situation, but that's a must-win situation, right, Zeke? You think so too, right? Yeah. So it's a must-win situation. We got to win that game, and we can start out 1-0. Now, us getting a Thursday night game, the turnaround is crazy because it's a short week. We gotta win this game versus the Chargers. If not, you're looking at 0-1, possibly 0-2 versus the Giants that we have never beat since Daniel Jones have been there. I don't understand why we can't beat a Daniel Jones led team. I don't know, but so we got to win week 1, which I think that we do win. Then you play the Giants week 2 on a short week. If we bring our A game and if we're coming off of a win, the momentum and the energy, right? Playing the Giants Thursday night on prime time, we got to change some things about prime time. The real, what's up, man? We got to change some things about prime time. Like, I'm tired of watching prime time and us like stinking up the whole joint, right? So we got to win in prime time. That's number one. Number two, then we got to beat the Giants. So I think the football team comes out excited. They come out pumped because this is a win that you got to get. You got to get this win. So you got the Chargers week 1, Giants week 2. I see us 2-0 to start the season. All right, now we move on to Buffalo. That's a prolific offense. That's like, to me, the second best offense in the league after the Kansas City Chiefs. We saw what Stephon Diggs did last year. We saw that connection between Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Then they added Emmanuel Sanders. I know he's old. I know he's about 95 years old, but he can still ball. You know what I'm saying? He's still a guy that you got to, worry about. Then where, okay, the hole in the Buffalo Bills offense is the running game. I don't trust the running game. I don't think the running game is any good. So that's where we might have an advantage, but we cannot take it lightly because of the play action with Josh Allen to Stephon Diggs. Now, who's guarding Stephon Diggs? That's look, if William Jackson III says that he's all that he says he is, we want to see you against the top tier wide receivers like the Keenan Allens of the world and the Stephon Diggs of the world. My whole thing is that I hope that Ron Rivera lets this guy travel around. You know what I'm saying? That's when he's at his best because he travels. He can play inside, outside. He likes to guard the best corners. And if Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio let this man travel, we should be fine. So I'm looking at that matchup. Gabriel Davis is a sneaky wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills added a couple of tight ends. So, playing the Chargers, who have some decent tight ends. Giants got some decent tight ends. Now Buffalo. So how do we defend the tight ends? These are some of the things that have scared us in the past. We got to see. Now, this Buffalo game, I'm not expecting to win this game. I'm just being honest. This might be the game that we lose, but if we win, I will be excited. But it's a game that I don't know. And who knows? Maybe Buffalo comes back and, their running game is terrible. Maybe their offensive line is not as good. But yeah, right. They got Josh Allen. With Josh Allen by himself, he should be able to will them to a win. Josh Allen is just that good. So we move on to the next 3 games. You got the Atlanta Falcons. This game is going to be in Atlanta, and you guys know I live in Nashville. Because of family obligations, I may or may not be able to go to that game. But that might be the only game that I might get to see this season. Now, the last time I was in D.C., in Maryland for the game, it was the Atlanta Falcons. So there goes that. Oh, man. So every time I go to a Redskins game, it's the Atlanta Falcons. But it's okay. If you have a chance to go to a game, coming out of like the whole COVID situation, so this ATL game, you have another good quarterback, right? You have another good offense. What does the defense look like versus this team? I think this is a game that we can take advantage of. You look at Matt Ryan, he's not mobile, but he got the weapons. You got Julio. They're talking about Julio might leave. I hope Julio leaves. I don't want to see Julio week 4. So you got Julio, you got Calvin Ridley, you got Russell Gage, you got Kyle Pitts, which I don't know if Kyle Pitts does anything his rookie season. People are hyping this guy up. He is a phenomenal talent, but the likelihood of tight ends going off very early in their careers is very tough. So he might have some receiving type stuff, but in terms of blocking, I don't know. Now, I did mention in previous streams, Hayden Hurst. He's a guy that's a free agent this year after this season. I mean, and I would love Hayden Hurst in DC. Hayden Hurst to DC. Where you at, Hawk? Hashtag that. Hayden Hurst to DC. But yeah, anyways, that's a matchup that I'm looking forward to. I think it's going to be a good game. I think we possibly win this game. So if we win this game, we're looking at 3-1 so far. Yeah, I don't see us beating the Falcons and the Saints, even though the Saints are not as good as they were because now they have Jameis Winston, and we don't know how that offense is going to look like without a Drew Brees, but it's still a Sean Payton coached team. So week 5, that's real iffy. I don't know if we win or we lose. Between this week 4 and week 5, I see us winning one of those. I don't know which one. I'll just say that we beat the Falcons and then we lose to the Saints. So now we're at 3-2, right? And then Alvin Kamara. We cannot forget about Alvin Kamara and the Saints. So we move on to week 6. We're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm glad that it's in week 6 and not in week 15. You know what I'm saying? So playing Kansas City, this is going to gauge how well of a defense we have. Now, if we're coming into this game with a 4-1 record, guess what? We got a really, really, really good defense. If we're coming into this game 3-2 like I think we are, and this is going to be a tough game. We're going to have to give it all we got. Let's see what Chase Young and the rest of our defense looks like versus a prolific offense. I mean, this is the best offense in the league. You got Tyreek Hill, you got Kelsey, you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Patrick Mahomes. Let's see what we look like versus this particular offense, right? This is a game that I think that we lose. So you're looking at 3-3. You're looking at 3-3. We move on to the next 3 games. So you play the Green Bay Packers, you play the Denver Broncos, right? And then week 9, you have your bye week, and that's a perfect spot to have a bye week. You know what I'm saying? So week 7 versus Green Bay, whether they have Aaron Rodgers or don't have Aaron Rodgers, Washington typically plays well versus Green Bay. This is going to be a tough game going to Lambeau. But the good thing is that it's not going to be super cold. I don't know what the temperature is like in October, in Green Bay, but that's going to be an interesting game. And is that Halloween? I don't know. I don't know when Halloween is. I don't know. But or no, Broncos is Halloween, I think. I don't know, man. I don't celebrate Halloween. But anyways, so you got Green Bay week 7. I think we win that game. I honestly do. With or without Aaron Rodgers, I think we win that game. There are 3 nice quarterbacks, 3 crazy good quarterbacks that we play this year, and we're going to beat at least one of them, which is Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, excuse me, and Aaron Rodgers. I think we beat the Green Bay Packers. We end up 4-3, right? Well, I got to sneeze. Excuse me, man. My allergies are acting up. So now we play the Broncos week 8. This is a matchup that it could go either way. Broncos, they might have Aaron Rodgers by week 8. I don't know. Maybe Aaron Rodgers got traded to the Broncos. I don't know. But as the Broncos are constructed right now, when you look at their defense, the defense is still going to be nice. So we're going to have to take care of the ball playing against the Broncos. When you look at the Broncos, they have everything. They have wide receivers. They have a decent defense. They have running backs. The only thing missing from the Broncos is quarterback. But this is a game that I think that we win. This gives us a 5-3 record at this point, going into the bye week, and we are celebrating about having a good team. At this point, being 5-3, we're praying that we get 5 more wins. Let's see if we can get 5 more wins by the end of the scheduling. So you see that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are coming up. This is where things start to get tough, right? Got the Bucs coming in town. Are they coming in town? I didn't even look. I'm not sure. Doesn't tell me if it's yes, FedEx Field. So yeah, they're coming in town, and we're still pissed off. We remember what happened the last time they came in town in the playoffs. It's going to be a tough game. Of course, injuries play a fact. What's good, B Nizzle, man? Appreciate you jumping into the stream, man. So we're talking scheduling. So at this point, we're 5-3. We're playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's say that they're I'm not hoping on injuries for anybody. Like if there's an injury there, then maybe okay, we might come out with this game. But I don't see it. I see us losing to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're now at 5-4. Week 11, we're playing Carolina Panthers. Okay, and we playing the Carolina Panthers. Let me see what Hawk said. Says I don't think the Broncos want to go down the lane of losing draft picks via trade. We have a better shot of getting Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, we do have a better shot at getting Aaron Rodgers, but it's like, is Ron going to be willing to trade the picks? I mean, look, Hawk, I am on the Aaron Rodgers train. You know that I want Aaron Rodgers here in DC, but I'm not gonna hold my breath because we never get good things. I mean, when was the last time we made a good trade? You know what I'm saying? Most times we make a trade and we're so hyped on a guy like a ha Clinton Dix, and then he leaves. He didn't even play well, so it's like most times we don't really get good trades. But I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope. So we lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're now at 5-4. We go to Carolina. Ron Rivera is returning back to his previous home. We dominate them. We destroy them. We destroy them. It's not gonna be close. It is not gonna be close. We're gonna shut those boys down. We're gonna make Sam Darnold look crazy. They're gonna be so sad that they traded for Sam Darnold after that game. So we win that game. After 10 games, we are now 6-4. We go and play Seattle in our house. This right here is a big game. This determines whether we have a chance at making the playoffs or we have a chance at not making the playoffs. We're 6-4. This is a crucial game at the end of November, and we beat the Seattle Seahawks. It's about time that we beat this team. This team, I mean, we played them well on, years past and things of that nature, but I think this is the time that we beat the Seattle Seahawks, and we're going to get after the quarterback. Roger Smith says, we have gotten more physical at the point of contact with the revamped O-line. This leads me to believe that we are going to focus on running it more. I love this. Our offense has no identity. Yes, Roger, we've had this conversation, and we are both people who say that we would love to run the ball. We want to run the ball. We would love to run the ball. So back to Seattle. We beat Seattle, and we are now 7-4. Now 7-4 with some games remaining. The next 3 games, we're playing the Vegas Raiders. The Raiders in Vegas. For those of you guys that are going, those nosebleed seats are like $500. It's crazy. It's crazy. D. Nizzle says, no trades, fellas. Patience, young grasshoppers. Riverboat got this. I'm with you on that. But I still feel like we are a quarterback. Well, we're not. No, I apologize. We are not just a quarterback away. We're not just a quarterback away. But if we get Aaron Rodgers and it's 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and one of our D tackles, I might be okay with that. I might be okay with that, being that we can't pay every single guy on our defensive line. Now, the only D tackle that I hope that we don't trade is Deron Payne. That's my guy. But anyway, so we're now playing the Raiders, and we're 7-4. This might be a game that we lose. We might lose this one. So we lose to the Raiders. We're 7-5. We play the Cowboys. This is a big one. Got to beat the Cowboys. I think we beat the Cowboys. So we beat the Cowboys in FedEx Field, and we are now 8-5. Now 8-5. And it's crazy how the scheduling had us playing the NFC East the last 5 games, or 5 games in a row. That's crazy. So Scott Turner has to understand that running the ball gives us that off the passing game will be deadly with the speed that we have now. It says we're going to smash the Raiders. I hope so. But, sometimes you have to account for games that you think you're going to win and you lose. I hope we beat the Raiders. Honestly, I mean, there's nothing special about the Raiders. We should beat the Raiders. We best beat the Raiders. So, I mean, there's that. So we play Dallas. I got us beating Dallas. Philly, I got us sweeping Philly. So I think at this point we're like 8-5. We sweep Philly. That's 10 wins. I lost count. I don't know how many wins and losses I have so far, but I know we had 8. So at this point I got us sweeping Philly. So that's 10 wins. Okay. The next time we play Dallas, we probably lose. I don't see us sweeping Dallas, but I definitely see us sweeping Philly. And then at 10-5, how many more games we got? So we got the Giants, and then we got Philly left again. Philly and the Giants. So Giants with the last game. I don't see us sweeping the Giants. I see a split, but I do see 11 wins. I do see 11 wins this year. That'll be great. It says the only way I see us losing to them is if the players paid for too many escorts. Oh man. Oh man. Roger says we can win 11 games. Yeah, I see us winning 11 games. 11 is the number. 10, I see us getting 10. I see us getting 10 for sure. But I can definitely see us winning 11 games. But we have to dominate the NFC East. I do have us splitting with the Giants. I do have us splitting with the Cowboys. Then I have us sweeping the Eagles. So that's a 4-2 record. 4-2 record. So we lose to the Giants. We lose to the Eagles. That's 2 losses. And then we beat them each one apiece, and then we sweep the Eagles. So a 4-2 record. The only way that I would feel confident in making the playoffs again is dominating the NFC East. Like I always say this, you got to go at least 4-2 in your division in order to secure your playoffs. You can't go, 3-3 or 2-4. You got to go at least 4-2. You dominate your division. That way, you show that we are a decent team. We are a good team. Hawk says he has us winning at least 12 games, so he sees us as a 12-5 team. I would love it. I would love it, honestly. Since I've been a Skins fan, we have never won more than 10 games. That's sad, right? Been a fan since '99. I think that season was 10-6. I think that was the most wins we've had, since I've been a fan. So it's been crazy. We've had a lot of 9-7s, a lot of 8-8s. We are the 8-8 Kings. So hopefully this is the year that we win more than 10 games. It would be so lovely to win more than 10 games. Hawk says we're going to sweep the Eagles, man. Yeah. The Eagles are trash. The Eagles are trash, and I know once I put this thing up and publish it, the Eagles fans are going to be coming into the chat to talk trash. And I love when Eagles fans come into the chat to talk trash. I love it, man. I love it. I have a guy that always comes into the chat and says, "Fly, Eagles, fly." I say, "Fly, pigeons, fly." Eagles are trash, man. The Hawk says we're going to pluck the Eagles' feathers. Yeah, absolutely, man. Look, the Eagles are they were once Super Bowl contenders. In a blink of an eye, a year or two, they're now at the bottom of the barrel. Their whole quarterback situation looks crazy. Jalen Hurts is a very good mobile quarterback, but outside of that, what does Jalen Hurts? What does he do? He helps the running game, but in terms of passing, I don't know. They got the Slim Reaper. They got some pieces here and there, but their defense secondary is still an issue. Pass rush is okay. And now with what's his name, Kerrigan there. I respect Kerrigan. Y'all know I'm a Kerrigan guy. I love Kerrigan, but you know what? We're going to bring the heat, man. We're going to dominate the Eagles, and Kerrigan's going to take 2 L's. I'm sorry, bro. You with the enemies now, so we don't play that. It says we're going to downsize the Giants. I love that. It says then we're going to send the Cowboys to Bruce Chandler's doctor. Oh, man. It says this year, Jack can blitz more, especially if we're running a 5-2 formation or a hybrid 4-6 flex. Look at Ron played back in the day. So, yeah, man, all great points. I'm definitely looking at us blitzing more this year. Look, if this defense does what we think it can do, right? So you're talking about, let's say Chase Young having a improved season. So this is the year that Chase Young enters double-digit sacks. Is it going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? I don't know. But I see Chase Young having a big game. I see Chase Young taking another leap. Okay. We got Montez Sweat. He's going to be around 8 to 10 sacks. Okay. Then you ask me, if both guys are getting close to 20 sacks combined, what about everybody else? You're going to have our best interior pass rusher coming back this year. Matt Ioannidis. He's coming back. That's a bull right there, right? Then you got Allen and Payne, who are beasts in their own right. So it's literally nobody can double team anybody. And then we have that rotation, especially with a Tim Settle coming back. Coming back strong. So The defensive line is strong. What still scares me is that third linebacker. A lot of times we're only going to have two linebackers out on the field, anyways, with Holcomb and Jamie Davis grabbing up all the snaps. Every now and then you'll get a Mayo or whoever else, Boston, here and there. But for the most part, we're going to play two linebackers on the field at all times. Then, when you look at the secondary, it's at least 10 apiece for Thunder and Lightning. Yeah, I mean, I would love that. I would love that. In order for Montez to get 10 sacks, then that means, Chase is probably going to be around 10, 11. I don't see 14 for Chase if Montez is getting 10. But yeah, 10 apiece, at least 10 apiece would be lovely. It'll be lovely, man. Look, I'm with that. Then the secondary, right? William Jackson III, I'm real intrigued by him. People knock his interception numbers. Well, he's never had a line like this. So I see him more interceptions this year than he's had in his whole career. He's going to have a career high in interceptions this year. Another guy who I think is going to have a career high in interceptions is Bobby McCain. He's going to get to play single high. He's going to get to survey the field, and he's going to be able to make plays. So, look, honestly, I'm seeing us as a team that gets tons of takeaways this year. This is the year that we become one of those teams that get takeaways. So if we're getting takeaways, right, it really doesn't matter how Fitzpatrick plays. This is why I say what I say. So if Fitzpatrick has a season where he has 27 touchdowns and let's say 12 or 13 picks, as long as the takeaway to turnover ratio is nice for us, we're going to win a lot of games. If Fitzpatrick is getting you 27 touchdowns and about 12 picks, you're looking at 10 wins easily. That means that he's taking care of the ball. 12 picks is taking care of the ball for Fitzpatrick. Now, if we are getting turnovers, like interceptions, our interception numbers have to go up. Yes, I want the defense to wreak havoc and create sacks and pressures and all of that. That's great. People say, oh, interception numbers don't mean – no, it means a lot because takeaways gives your offense extra possessions. And if we get extra possessions and we run the ball, we're going to be fine. I know me and Roger Smith are all about running the ball. We want the team to run the ball, but I also feel like we need to be one of those teams that get a lot of takeaways. I need a lot of sacks. Pressure. If we're getting a lot of takeaways and not a lot of sacks, I'm okay with that. I'm not, mad about not getting a lot of sacks. As long as we're getting turnovers, that's the biggest thing. I want to see forced fumbles. We got some hard hitters. We got the safeties, man. We got safeties. And it's going to be interesting to see how many safeties we keep. I see at least 5 safeties on the roster. Everybody's thinking that Landon Collins is going to get cut. I don't see Landon Collins getting cut. I see him. I see Landon Collins starting over Cam Carl. I just see it. I see Cam Carl getting on the field a lot, getting a lot of snaps, but I think that Landon Collins starts. He's going to start, and then it's going to be his job to lose. Let's say he starts first few weeks, and if he starts to suck, then he's benched. If he plays well, then you got something. You got another added piece. You got another guy coming back. You might see Landon Collins in some linebacker position. And like you said, as Roger said, running that hybrid. You know what I'm saying? That 4-6. So plenty different scenarios. I'm excited for it. Season is going to be great. I have us pegged for 10 to 11 wins. 10 for sure. And 11 would be a success. And if we can just win a playoff game, then I think that this season was a success. And then now it's up to Ron Rivera to go and find the quarterback for the future, to find a quarterback that we need to take this to a whole nother level. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the like button, hit the notification bell. And yeah, man, I'm out, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Y'all have a good one, man. Until the next video.